life. I'd saved the guy, the technician, by opening the door and allowing him to get out. And David, as the doctor, did exactly the same to me. And he had to go anyway, because Matt Smith was ready, dressed up and made up. Ready. He'd be saying, come on David, I've got to get on. But that was it. I didn't kill him. I wouldn't have killed him for the world. I love the man. But it was just what had to happen. He saved my life.
Right, good
question.
Who's got a question here somewhere? No? No. Right. Here we go.
What are your memories of working with Peter Sellers?
Very happy ones. I did 2 films, well 3 in fact, but 2 nice films with Peter way back in the late 50s. I did Two-Way Stretch, which was the first one I did with him. And the odd thing with that was that we started on the first day of filming with the second page of the script and went through for 2 weeks chronologically, which is very unusual in filming. But Peter was one of the boys then, and we had the greatest laughs all the time. We never stopped laughing. In fact, we had to stop laughing in order to do the work, you know. Great fun. David Lodge, Pete Sellers, Lionel Jeffries, of course, who was also in the subsequent film I did, which was Wrong Arm of the Law, which incidentally I think was one of Peter's best performances ever. Absolutely lovely in that he was. No, he was a good man. Good man. See you, Peter.
Fantastic. And just quickly, hands up who's seen Two-Way Stretch? Hands up who's seen Wrong Arm of the Law? They are both brilliant. Next time they come on TV, set your video.
Especially Wrong Arm.
Yeah. Right, okay, who's got a question over here?
What was it like being Donna Noble's grandfather?
What's it like being Donna Noble's grandfather?
Yes, I know, I'm just trying to think that indeed, yeah. Not the easiest person to live with, I must say. Yes, especially playing by Catherine.
What I meant you for.
No, it was great. We had a lot of laughs, and again, the scenes with Catherine were so beautifully written. They were a joy to play. I shall go on saying it was a joy because the whole thing was one of the nicest jobs I've ever done in 70 years in the business. You know, she was great to work with, and when you stopped actually working, you have a laugh, of course, with Catherine, always.
We have another Fez, another little doctor here. That's your question.
Did you have to practice paintballing?
Did you have to practice paintballing?
No, I'm actually a very good shot. With a rifle, I was up to marksman standard with a rifle. I've still got an air rifle and still go plinking in the garden. Yes. No, it was quite easy actually. You should try it. Get a paint gun, have a go. Get your dad to hold up half a crown or a 20p piece and see if you can hit it. But make sure he puts a bag over his head.
Question from a young lady here.
Hi, I'm actually a training actor and you're a huge inspiration to me. I was just wondering what advice you have for young actors and anyone wanting to get into the industry.
Learn the lines, find your marks and do it properly. Don't mess about. It's a wonderful job, and if you get anywhere at all, the reaction from the public and your fans and everything will give you such joy, such pleasure. Yes, I wish you very well with it.
Very good, guys. Right, I'm right in the middle now.
So you are.
Hello, Leonard. Hi. Just a quick question for you. Are there any actors that you didn't get on with on the Doctor Who set?
Good question. I'm just trying to think. I don't think there were. No, honestly don't think so. I get on with most actors. I can only remember just a couple that I haven't got on with, but you sort them out, you take them round backstage, give them a kicking. That's what give them a good kicking. Yes. Bang, 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 and voila, you know. No, I don't think there was at all. I think we had, they're very well selected, I think, the cast in Doctor Who, and not because they have to get on, because of what they can do with the part, but we were lucky. No, they were great. Thank you.
Question from the young man over here, and then I'm going to come over there somewhere.
If you knew someone was going to clap 4 times and kill the Doctor, knock 4 times, why didn't you just knock 3 times?
There's always one, isn't there? In the script it said I knocked 4 times, so I have to do what's written down. I'm sorry. I think that's a very good idea. And if Russell T. Davies does one of these, ask him that question. Very good. Give that man a round of applause.
Got a question from the gentleman here.
I've got two short questions. What was your favourite episode to play, and who did you really click with and get on with in the cast and enjoy to work with?
I enjoyed working with David enormously. He's a lovely actor to play against, to play with. I can't think of any particular scene that was enjoyed. I quite enjoyed sitting in the space pod and having that gun and rattling away with that, you know. I remember the director afterwards, he said, all I did was get you in there and say action, and 2 minutes later I said cut, and that was it. I didn't have to talk about it. I had a great time doing that. There was a nice thing happened with David. I don't know, no, I haven't said so yet. First time he and I went into the Tardis together, we were in the stables, I think. Tardis was there, and he said, right, in we go. He opened the door, I went in, he went in, closed the door, and that was the end of the scene. But before we got out, after they'd said, okay, cut, printed, I said to David, you know, the first time I was in this thing was in 1966. And he looked at me and he said, I wasn't even born then. Because I was in it with Cushing, you see, in 66. But he was still, you know, somewhere else.
We've got a question over here now.
Can you sing one of your songs?
Can you sing one of your songs?
There I was, digging this hole in the ground, so big and so around me was, and there was I, digging it deep, it's flat at the bottom, and the side where steep, well along comes this bloke in a bowler, which he lifted and stretched his head. Whoa, we looked down the old dimension soul, and he said, don't dig it there, dig it elsewhere, you're digging it round and it ought to be square. Shape of the throne is much too long, you can't go the hole where the hole until I'm black enough and down. Some right said Fred, but I can never remember the words. A right said Fred, both of us together, one each end and steady as you go. Hoop, ha, tried to lift it, couldn't even shift it. We weren't getting nowhere, and so we had a cup of tea. And right said Fred, see, it goes on and on. I can't.
Well, I don't know about you lot, but that's just about the most fantastic 5 minutes of my life. We've got another question from just down here.
What was your favourite monster?
Your favourite monster? What, of all the Doctor Who's, you mean? I don't think I had a favourite monster. I quite like the one with all the dangly bits on his chin, and somebody said he looks like a prawn. Do you remember that? I quite like that, yes, that rubber makeup. I always thought if I could have got some of those bits, I could have put a hook in it and used it to catch fish, because it would have wobbled like that, wouldn't it? It'd be lovely.
We've just got time for one more question from the audience, and it's the lady just here.
Hi Bernard.
Hello dear, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Are you fully clothed?
Just.
Oh good.
I was going to ask, if you could use the TARDIS to go anywhere in time and space, where would you go?
Oh, no idea. No idea at all. I don't think I'd go anywhere in space, because what we have down here is very nice, and there's an awful lot of this place I haven't seen yet. I think I'd probably get the travel brochures out and go somewhere, certainly at the moment, somewhere warm, where I could take my clothes off and have a swim, and have a look at the fish. That would be nice. The Seychelles, that's a nice place, I believe. Anyone who's been to the Seychelles? There, 1, 2, 3. I thought it was full when I was there.
I'm back. Bernard, I wish we could stay here for another hour, because it's just been so
Actually,
fantastic.
I'd want to go and weed in it. I've had a lot of coffee, you see. I've got to go.
Unfortunately, time's caught up with us, so we just got you one more little question.
Go on then.
I'm sure you didn't think back in 1966 when you were shooting that Dalek film with Peter Cushing, and probably you didn't even think 5 years ago that you'd be sitting here with all these people
No, I didn't.
celebrating this thing. What do you put it down to? What's so special about Doctor Who?
I think one of the special things about my bit of Doctor Who was the actual writing of Russell T Davies, which I thought was absolutely superb. And as an actor, you don't want to be up there doing what we call rubbish, and that certainly wasn't rubbish. It was lovely to do it. And I think it's a bit like a Western. There's goodies and baddies, and you know exactly where you are with them. It's black and white, in colour, but I just think they're great adventure stories, you know. And watching Doctor Who, you just switch off completely, and you don't think about, you know, the laundry or shopping or what Mr. Cameron and Mr. Miliband are doing. We just watch the show and enjoy it. I think that's it. Escapism.
Well, on that note, I really have caught up with it. So, what an amazing privilege it's been to talk to him. What an amazing privilege it was to be sung to by the one and only Mr. Bernard.